Arn Rockfist Akhenathi, he's taken out his carving tools and he is carving up this owlbear. He's taken the head.
I'll ask, can I have a claw?
Absolutely.
As a ritual, I ask Deep Dwara, what are the Sunlight Clan planning for Midwinter?
Inside the smoke, you see the shape and an apparition of a dwarf, and she says, Zardarok, Sunblight will unleash his Chardalin weapon on Bryn Shander.
Yeah, so they might know
The
something.
cults you're talking
Yes,
about, right?
yes.
Yep.
So we might be able to ask them what they know about it.
Are they, and they're in Bryn Shander?
No, they are in Cair Dineval.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm like, we might want to use sending for that.
Based on where we are, it seems like we're going to have the same sort of, or it's at least a similar travel time, just walking from here to the fortress, or walking from Bryn Shander to the fortress.
Right. So we could go to the, well, can we make it from here to the fortress before Midwinter? I think that's the question. Actually,
I mean, we have to travel
not
through all
even
these
here,
mountains.
like the neutral ground.
We'd have to travel through all these mountains as well, so I would imagine it would
I
take
would-
us a little bit longer.
I would like to point out that we also still are not able to attack the fortress head on, which
This
was
is
part
true.
of the whole marriage thing, was to build an army. So I definitely think the priority needs to be go back and defend Bryn Shander, and then worry about the fortress after that. Unless this weapon is some sort of long-range projectile,
Yeah.
it's going to be present in Bryn Shander for the attack. So going to the fortress isn't going to stop it.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking the same thing. Ultimately, we don't know what this weapon is at all, so it's hard to make assumptions on what it can and can't do.
Yeah. Why don't we ask, what's his face first? What was his name? The guy in charge in Cair Dineval?
Kadroth. There's Kadroth. I don't know. Remember if I shared that a long time ago, but there he is.
It's a lot more noble than I expected.
Well, when you guys met him, he was like, yeah, so all the other cultists were mostly just grunts, right? But this guy was sitting in an office. Like, he had grand plans. He's more of a politician. That was kind of the vibe that he gave. Like, he was keeping the books. He was like, yeah, we run this town now. Like, he was thinking, practically in that regard, not just rah, like conquer things. Like, he was like, no, we run this town. Like, he made that pretty clear.
So, let's think about the properties of Chardalin. One, it kind of makes you crazy when you're near it, or at least touch it, right? Is it near it or touch it?
Touch it, I think. Because we've held it, like, with cloth and whatnot.
I know it. I can't remember if it was Chardalin or if that was because of the guy we fought that it does it has psychic properties, like damage wise.
He picked it up.
No, I mean
no, he's thinking of the duergar that you guys fought.
Oh.
I can't remember if that was because of the dagger or because they were like a psionic person or something. I can't remember.
The Chardalin itself definitely had those properties.
So the weapon probably affects people's minds in some way, I imagine.
In terms of the way Chardalin affects people, I would say, based on the experiences you guys have had, you do know that touching it is really bad, but you also, I would say, have probably gotten the impression that just being around it long enough affects you.
Right.
You don't necessarily have to be holding it in your hand, but just having it in your presence and being near it.
And we've seen that it drove the Bear Clan?
Yes,
crazy.
yes. Yeah, the Bear Clan started making weapons out of it. Even just the ones who had it as spear tips, right? Those guys were completely nuts, the ones that you've encountered. And you've heard stories that more of them are like that. Yeah, that's the other thing. Plus, just to mention, I don't know if this was already being discussed when you joined or if it was right before you joined, but that was the next part of the discussion was whether or not the group should try to travel to Sunblight Fortress to try and attack the duergar in their base, or to return to Bryn Shander and just prepare for an attack and accept that it's going to happen. The reservations that were presented were that, one, it would take a long time to hike through the mountains to get to Sunblight Fortress, and Tamar brought up that you guys originally thought you were trying to build an army to assault the fortress with, and you haven't really done that yet, so it might not be possible to do it without more help.
We killed the other 2 guys associated with him, right? His sons?
Yeah, you
We
killed
two of them. right?
two of his sons, yep.
So there's 1 son left and the dad.
There's
Yes.
there's one base left in Kurdinovo, actually. Should probably let them know about that.
I guess the question becomes, do we think that whatever he's attacking Bryn Shander with is a thing that will it be something that we can do something about if we are there, or are we just going to warn them?
We have no idea. That's the whole thing.
Because if he's like shooting something at them from far away, us being there isn't going to do anything but get us killed. Right?
But what could also get us killed is going to a fortress without an army. I think we need
Well,
to.
yeah.
I think
I
either
assumed
way,
we'd go
I
to
think we need to.
Kurdinovo.
Yeah, I think
More
we need to warn
information.
Bryn Shander over everything first. At least let them know something's coming.
Yep.
Rather make sure that they're prepared for something than not prepared for something.
And we're going to do that with the message. I almost said an app. The message cantrip.
No, the sending spell. So I'm gonna have to use spell slots for this.
Who are you going to send it to in Bryn Shander?
Oh, I thought we were just gonna port back to Bryn Shander, and you were gonna warn the other dudes.
No, because we need to get the Goliaths married first. Like, I can tell them first thing in the morning tomorrow,
okay, yeah.
but
yeah.
we gotta get these people married.
True.
And also, I can ask him if he knows anything, because they can respond to the sending spell. Warn Bryn Shander, check with Kurdinovo, get Goliaths married.
Is the attack on Bryn Shander? Is there someone there we can warn with your spell?
Yes, we are gonna warn what's his face, the guy who gave us the Hearthstone.
Telarch.
I do want to spend some time asking the Akhenathi about their marriage rituals, since I know the broad strokes that.
So you're going to do that before you guys rest for the night. You're going to kind of
Yes.
just ask around.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So you make your rounds around the camp and talk to many Akhenathi. However, keep in mind you're only learning from the Akhenathi what's important to them.
Strength.
No, I just mean in terms
Oh,
of marriage
Gotcha.
rituals.
The Thunlaka have other.
They could. You don't know
Okay.
Goliath culture well enough to know if there's a big difference between what they care about.
Okay. Does Lena know anything?
Lena, make a history check.
Oh, I make it this check.
With guidance.
Damn.
11.
11.
Over 10.
Lena knows that no Thunlaka wedding is complete without at least 3 goats.
Oh no!
Oh,
We only brought
no.
2.
Well, I guess we need to find some more goats on the way over.
I turned myself into a goat.
Ooh. Not good.
As long as they're female.
You could turn into a goat.
Goats seem quite important to these people.
That's why it's called goat ball.
Goat's ball.
It has nothing
Yeah,
to
like-
do with goats. I was kind of disappointed.
Yes, it does. The ball is made out of goat skin.
Yeah,
I do find it quite intriguing. This has all happened over a game.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Fortunately so.
Game, a killed griffin.
An injured child.
It doesn't sound like that has anything to do with a game.
To be fair, in
that's
goat ball, you arbitrarily stand on small or narrow rock surfaces. which
Oh
is what
yeah, that
goats
makes
love to
sense.
do.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah.
While we're here at the camp, do I have time to cast Find Familiar?
Yeah.
And you just want the, I guess just subtract the gold requirement from what I have.
I would assume, let's say you had the material to cast
Oh.
this one time.
Okay.
You would have carried it with you.
I am going to choose an owl. And I have a name for him and everything. I just gotta remember what it was. I think it was Zoran. Yeah, it's Zoran.
Oh no. An owl and a mouse?
Yeah, that's pretty funny, actually. I didn't think about that.
That's
Owl and a
great.
mouse.
I love that. So I guess I go ahead and do that, and it pops out and starts flying around and just lands in my arm. And
All
I
right. What does your owl look like?
Let's see. Can I get the picture out? Let me
Yeah.
grab that.
It's not the one with the top hat?
No.
No, I like that. That's from
I
that's from
like
the
it,
player's
though.
handbook. That's from the player's handbook. The new Find Familiar spell in the player's handbook has this picture
Oh,
attached
wow.
to it.
Oh my god. Are you guys the type of pet owners that dress your pets up in cute clothes?
No, but I'm gonna start.
My
If
dog
I was-
wore bandanas all the time. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, I like that.
So Cynthia is now in a cave with a fat owl and a gigantic cat. Sure, she's having a good time.
Cynthia ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Then I say, welcome back, friend.
Oh, Zoran lands on your arms and kind of ruffles his feathers a little bit and then hoots. Jin watches as he continues to pet the Craig cat.
Yeah. Sorry. Priorities.
I like to imagine Zoran sort of just glances over at Cynthia.
Cynthia casts invisibility.
Woo!
Zoran's eyes just go like really wide, like, what the hell? And meanwhile, Jin does make his rounds around the camp and ask questions about wedding rituals. He learned some very, very valuable things. No Akhenathi wedding is complete without an arm wrestling competition.
Between the bride and the groom,
No, just between
the guests.
attendees, yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait to do that and lose horribly.
Oh.
They also, of course, mentioned the need of a great feast from a recent kill, but you guys have that covered. All right. Anything else you guys want to do before you end the day?
I want to read. Are there any of the books we have that I haven't read yet?
There were, yeah. Fortress of Grimscale, you read that already.
Right.
It's
in the sea to the west.
Yeah. Magical Wonders of Netheril, I'm pretty sure you read that one too.
That's the one that told us that there was something in Ethrin that could end the Endless Winter, right?
Yeah, you also read Ajamar's Guide to the Fantastic, because that's posted here.
What did that tell us?
That I didn't tell you really much of anything interesting. It was kind of just more like a fun.
Okay.
Some key facts you found out from that book. In Netherese society, by law, all wizards were required to have mastery of the prestidigitation
Oh,
cantrip,
yes, I remember that now.
and they were expected to use it regularly to keep their city clean. You also learned that Netherese wizards use human-like constructs called Magian as
Right.
guards, workers, and valets. These constructs were created using a powerful spell. Actually, this is the one that told you. Floating Netherese cities often contained a magical artifact known as a Mythalar. The Mythalar had immense magical power, enough to keep the city afloat, recharge magical items, and even control the weather for miles around.
That was Mysteries of the Faerun?
No, that
Oh,
was...
no, that was Ajamar's Guide to the Fantastic.
Yeah, you did read about Mysteries of the Faerun, though, as well.
Yes, I remember the picture.
The
It
Nightmare
was
Field.
very
Yeah.
disgusting,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So, was there anything special in Magical Wonders of Netheril?
I believe that the facts you learned from that were just Netherese history bits. Because scrolling back up, you've got the Netherese legacy began with the discovery of the Nether Scrolls, long golden scrolls taught Netherese arcanists how to wield magic beyond their wildest fantasies. It took many centuries, but the Netherese who mastered the power of the Nether Scrolls became a ruling class, living on great flying cities, taking refuge in remote subterranean lairs, and Ithrin was one such city. You also learned that the wizards of Ithrin were on a mission to find relics and ruins of Astoria, a 40,000-year-old empire of spellcasting giants.
Lovely. Did we do Wizards in the Hollow? I feel
You
like...
have not read Wizards in the Hall.
And the Frost Giant book. Okay, Fortress of Grimskull, we did it. History of Ancient Runes, I read. Champions of the Yarmut, read. Kings of the North, have we read that one yet?
You have not read that one to my knowledge, Kings of the North.
Okay. If somebody else is willing to read one of those, I'll read the other one tonight.
I mean, I'll read it.
I think you're like the only one who can't read any of them. Oh, actually no. Terenthia probably can't read Giant either.
No. Well, I think I actually could technically, but it would take me a while.
So yeah, if Lena or Tamar are interested.
Wouldn't mind
What?
reading it, but I want to look at the body of the owlbear first.
You did also read the History of Ancient Runes. I don't know. Did you? I don't know if
Yes.
you saw that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I remember it was the one I was most interested in.
I know comprehend languages, so I would assume I could.
Tamar can also read anything now.
This is
Yes.
true.
So yeah, if someone doesn't have anything special they want to do tonight.
I'm just thinking about the sentence, I know comprehend languages. Because it's like, it could be, I know comprehend languages. Or it could be, I know comprehend languages.
I think over our rest tonight, I think Terenthius could be more interested in sort of finding some sort of like training dummy or whatever and sort of just practicing.
They have those.
I would
For
I would
sure.
assume.
Okay, I'll read Wizards in the Hollow tonight.
I think she just wants to make sure she's ready for whatever's going to be coming.
Is anybody else reading a book?
I mean, I suppose I can. I don't care.
Apparently, I'm too dumb to read a book.
Maybe at some point she'll come in
Well-
and be like, "What are you guys doing?"
Oh, I tell Lena, like when we're alone or to the side, that Terenthia grabbed something from the duergar that she stowed away, and she tried to hide it. She didn't let us know what it was.
Yeah, some papers, right?
Yep.
Are we gonna ask her what they're for?
I mean, she didn't seem like she wanted us to know. But it's just something to keep in mind.
Nobody wants to talk to the scary drow lady, I guess.
Jin likes to read a lot.
That's fair.
Want me to go talk to her, Jin?
It's up to you. Actually, no. You know what? You know what?
Listen, out of character. I think we need to get on to this marriage.
We'll get there.
Just saying, I'm not usually the person you ask to go
Right.
talk to people.
Yes. I just thought about that. Yeah. Maybe not.
Okay.
Because we don't want to piss her off.
Alienate her, perhaps.
She's very approachable. I mean, she's just beating up on a dummy right now.
Yeah. You don't know, Lena.
There's a reason my charisma is the lowest it can be.
She got us thrown out of town hall.
Yeah. They made me go into the next town as a dog, so that I'm gonna get us kicked out.
So sorry, nobody else is reading?
I
Didn't
said
remember
I
we said
would
all
read
that.
one.
Oh, so which one are you reading?
I don't. Doesn't matter. To me.
Kings of the North, I think is the only other one that we haven't read yet.
The Starks.
What?
That's right, the Starks, yes.
King of the North.
King of the North. Yeah.
Oh,
Did anybody? Yeah. Does anybody else want to do anything else? I think pretty much everyone's accounted for. Cyril, what are you doing? Drinking?
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm working on my tolerance.
That's smart.
then you should give your tankard to someone else.
I think it's called addiction.
Oh no! What? Why would I use my tankard of sobriety? I have a magic cup that doesn't let me get drunk, but it's honestly a cursed item.
Okay. Lena, did you want to talk to Trinity or talk to somebody, or are you also done for the night?
No, I wanted to look at the owl bear body and
Oh, right.
head.
Sorry. Yes, you said that. Okay. What are you trying to discern? What are you looking for?
Ways that it looks abnormal from what I guess I would expect an animal to look like. It's like a hunter and a person who's lived off the land. Like, I think that I would expect things to look a certain.
Yeah, sure. Roll a nature check. This owlbear is definitely different than other owlbears you've encountered, even in the north. Owlbears with white feathers are not unusual. They're more commonplace in Icewind Dale compared to the brown feathers more commonly found in forests across Faerun. But the strange thing about this one is that it seemed to be imbued with some kind of magic. The fact that it was able to shoot its feathers out like icicles, and that ice methods came from that, is something you've never seen before or heard of. So some kind of magical infusion or blessing of sorts has touched this owlbear for sure.
Now I'm wondering if it's safe to eat.
Is the head still there?
No, Arn Akhenathi took it.
He
jetted.
So Arn Akhenathi cut the head off, and upon returning to Sky Tower Shelter, he has impaled the head on a spike to display it. A glorious trophy.
Can I look at the head too?
You can, yeah. The head is remarkably preserved thanks to the frigid temperatures of Icewind Dale, especially these days with how cold it is in the endless winter. Otherwise, this thing would probably be a lot more disgusting.
When it talked though, we didn't hear it. We like it was in our heads, right? It was using mind magic or something.
No, it spoke verbally.
It spoke?
Yep. You've seen this before. The two winter wolves that you met early on.
Yeah.
The mammoth also spoke. The mammoth that was crying over the dead ice giant.
So yeah, it probably met the human wizard of the Arcane Brotherhood.
This cave was specifically protecting the duergar guys, right? Didn't they come from inside the cave?
The duergar, no. The duergar followed you into the cave, and most of them actually got killed by the owlbear's feather storm. Yeah, they were following you. They were not teamed up with the owlbear. And this was like one of the very first sessions, so I'll just call back to it since your characters probably would have remembered, at least Lena would have. But Lena actually was able to determine that at least the mammoth that you guys met that spoke seems to have been given intelligence and speech from a powerful druid who used the awaken spell.
An elven woman. Oh, also, apparently when we spoke to Duvessa Shane is what, the speaker of Bryn Shander?
Yeah, Duvessa Shane is the speaker of Bryn Shander and therefore the head speaker of 10 Towns.
Okay, so she apparently suggested when we asked about the elven lady teaching animals to speak, she suggested looking into the sea monster, which is the one in Bremen. Is that what it's called? The town to the west. And a moose, which I think that was also mentioned briefly, but I don't remember where the moose was. Was that the tourmaline mine?
The moose was reported in Lonelywood.
Lonelywood, okay.
Yeah.
So now that we've seen the owl bear, I will assume that maybe the sea monster and the moose are also, speaking monsters.
Was there anything else you wanted to examine or do, Lena?
No, I think I just wanted to look at it and see if I could see that there was a physical difference or not.
Just in its capabilities. Other than that,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem to be different, really.
And yeah, I would ask Jin if he casts detect magic on it, or any sort of like looking at it.
I would ask Tamar to do that instead because I stopped preparing that spell since Tamar could do it.
That's fine. I would still ask you about it.
Oh, well, you can ask, but yeah, I don't have it prepared, sorry. Ask Tamar.
You think it's worth asking him? Because we already know that it did magic.
Oh, is it worth asking? It would tell us what school of magic it is, that's all. I don't know how helpful that would be.
If we already know that it's awakened, and that's a spell that I'll get at some point, or access to, I would know what kind it was, right?
Sorry?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't think we would have to ask for that reason, because I would just know. Because it's going to be
Okay.
a spell that I have access to at some point.
Okay, yeah, then I don't think we
Okay,
need to
ask myself.
detect magic.
That's a lot.
You are cutting out for me.
Sorry, is that better?
No.
It's just audio quality because you're on
Yeah.
your phone or whatever, right? Or
Yeah, I'm going to my hotspot to say that was arcane.
It's fine. I can mostly make out what you're saying. It's just
oh, you know what it is? I just have to. Normally, Pleth is really turned down. I just have to turn her up. Never thought I'd see the day.
No.
Normally, I can.
But remember to turn her back down before the next time, you know?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, normally I can take my headphones off and still hear what Pleth is saying. But okay. Does anybody else have anything else they want to do before you end the night?
I'm good.
All right. Okay, I'll give you the stuff from those books momentarily, and we will end the night. So, long rest, end the day, 26 hammer. The next day, 27 hammer. The day of the meeting between the two clans. And let's take a 5-minute break before we come back and do that. BRB. It is 27 hammer, the day of the meeting. After 4 hours of traveling, you reach Jotun Summit, the meeting place. I see you came with your new friends, the Akhenathi. I thought you were supposed to be the neutral negotiators of this.
I am going to kind of quietly cast Calm Emotions. Yeah, okay. And while I have their attention and they're not like hurling insults at each other,